right. All right. It looks like we are live. Welcome to Mountain Crypto, soon to be known as Bitcoin Crypto News Online. What a mouthful, huh? Anyway, that's what we're going with. Bitcoin Crypto News Online. So let's get right into it. Bitcoin is mostly sideways, as we can see, $67,300. We're still up for the 7 day, but we're down about 1.1%. Ethereum's down even more, but it's also up even more for the 1 week. Let's check out our top 10. The usual criminals, the usual winners. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Dogecoin, and Tron. Top 10 worth mentioning, in my opinion. This is not investment advice. Now, the next 11 through 20, we got Toncoin, Cardano, Avalanche, Shiba Inu, Wealth, Chainlink, Bitcoin Cash, and Polkadot. Honorable mention for Sui in 25, Near 23, Uniswap 21. The market cap, what is it doing? It is very, very stable at 2,430,000,000. Might have edged down a little bit, only a couple million, not that much. Trading volume's down just a tiny bit, and that is probably why the fear and greed index is neutral for market sentiment here, but the fear and greed daily values here for the 21st is showing a 72, which is really up in the greed area. So yeah, kind of conflicting. Our time chain calendar, stack those stats, Satoshis, 1/100th of a millionth, or each Satoshi can be divided. When you do all the points backwards, it's 100 million. So there you go. You've got 1,486 Satoshis for $1. So the sale price that we had a week ago, is going away. Liquidity's the same. The stock to flow market is just going sideways. Altcoin, something I've kind of failed to mention, the altcoin market over here in this area here has formed an upside down head and shoulders, which is indication, not investing advice, just talking story with you guys, just making observations. Charts are helpful, but they're not guaranteed. They're certainly indicators. I believe we're headed into a Bitcoin season, but you do your own research. It looks like, and I believe we'll head into an altcoin season shortly after that. At 27 on this level here, we are very low, very far away from altcoin season. So there is buying opportunities for those who are playing the altcoin market. Bitcoin prediction for our 7 day prediction. This, again, if you haven't seen it, it is based on a lot of indicators. Some of them are the 20 and 40 day or 20 200-day moving average. We can get price predictions all the way up into 2028, where they speculate it could be $164,000 Bitcoin at that time. 26, it's looking at 100,000 to 80,000. They're expecting a dip based on our charts. This is going to be a good year. The next year will probably bounce back down. So again, history rhymes. It doesn't exactly repeat, but there are patterns that and indicators that we can follow. According to this, the chart says the current price is 67,330, but the 5 day prediction is still up at 77,000. The 1 month is at 91,000, and the 3 month is at 95,000. So definitely the charts are showing some good times, The title of today's episode is talking about price predictions. So we're going to go more into price predictions in a minute. So hang on for that. We'll do some quick news updates. Gary Gensler, contentious reign over crypto approaches its twilight. CoinDesk.com tells us about this. It looks like his days are numbered. There's inside whispers that even if Kamala wins, she might probably put someone else in his place. Paul Tudor Jones, he says all roads lead to inflation. He's long on Bitcoin and gold. And other information about the arbitrage of 2.5 billion inflow to spot BTC ETFs feature bullish directional bets. So bullish bets can hurt the price from jumping because they can eat some of that up. So we will have to see. It's typically when they short and they lose, Bitcoin can take a big jump. But here we are, institutions to hold 13 billion of Bitcoin ETF shares. If, whoops, how to do that, brother. Oh boy. Here we go. All right, sorry about that. Sometimes when you close these things, you double click and things go bye-bye. This is at Crypto News. Crypto News is the site that you can look up here. But first, I want to thank you guys for liking, subscribing, for sharing, especially sharing. That really helps. If you see an interesting article, if you could share that, that we're doing a video or whatnot, really appreciate that, helping us grow. Really trying to make an effort to make us grow and get at least 5 issues out a week, if not 6 or more. So yeah, changing the name from Mountain Crypto to Bitcoin Crypto News .online, because that will be the website that we will be building as well. So stay tuned for all that. In the meantime, if you want to get a free user guide on how to be safe online, how to protect your crypto, there's no strings attached. Just email me at mountainCrypto@gmail.com and I will send you out a copy of that. All right, the U.S. Bitcoin exchange traded funds have captured institutional demand after legacy firms initially expressed skepticism toward this new Wall Street crypto asset class, and that would be, of course, the ETFs. I'm planning on doing a whole special edition on ETFs, so we will go into this quite a bit. But the American institutions have acquired 13 billion of spot BTF or ETF Bitcoin, and this is just since January. CryptoQuant CEO Kai-Young Ju said on October 22nd that the quarterly document wealth managers are using U.S. equity holdings, and noted that 1,179 institutions have amassed 193,064 Bitcoins in 10 months. So they're really taking a lot of Bitcoin. They do it on the open market, or what they call over the counter. So they're not doing it through the exchanges. So it doesn't directly affect the price, but eventually it does. It does help affect the price, because when us retail investors get on there to buy off of the exchanges, there's nothing left. And the price can go up quite quickly when the demand is there and there's no Bitcoin. The price will just go right up. So traditional finance juggernauts like Millennial Management and Jane Street control 20% of the 65 billion, which equates to 961,645 Bitcoin spread across 11 Bitcoin ETFs issued by BlackRock, Bitwise, Grayscale, and Fidelity, among others. Now, this is only going to increase. The aversion to Bitcoin is going away. And it's going to be real soon that these institutions are going to be flocking toward getting Bitcoin. I think you're going to see after the first of the year that a lot of some are already doing it. There's several companies that are buying Bitcoin, and they want the ETFs. This is easy to handle. Also, Coinbase, cold storage. All of these things are leading to a supply shock that we're bound to hit in the near future. In fact, firms like QCP Capital believe short-term volatility will affect Bitcoin and digital asset markets leading into U.S. presidential election. However, researchers predict that price swings will ease and historical patterns will repeat. General market sentiment suggests that Bitcoin trades above $100,000 by early 2025, and Bitcoin evangelists like MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor foresee a $13 million Bitcoin by 2045. So those are some pretty serious predictions for you there. But wait, there's more. Oh, I did have this article on ApeCoin. If you're aping into ApeCoin, it says it has suffered a harsh reversal. This is at Crypto News. You can go to Crispus Nija if you want to read that article there. But these meme coins are a gamble. They're not guaranteed. I think ApeCoin has some gaming behind it, and there's definitely some value to gaming in the crypto universe. So you might want to look into that if you are interested in ApeCoin, but those are a gamble right now. MicroStrategy's founder Michael Saylor says he's going to return his. I just lost my lighting. Sorry about that. It just shorted out. He's going to return his Bitcoin trove to civilization after he's gone. So that's a very interesting statement. Crypto News tells us this. The article's by Trish Husada, and she is quoting him from an interview with Madison Reedy on Markets with Madison on October the 21st. And she's quoting what he wants to do with his Bitcoin, and he has a lot. After he passes, he says, I have no kids. He says, like Satoshi left 1 million Bitcoin to the universe, I'm leaving whatever I've got to civilization. So he intends to let go of his wealth. He said there's a total number of 19.6 million BTC in circulation, leaving just 1.4 million Bitcoin to be mined. With a limit of 21 million tokens, Bitcoin is estimated to reach its maximum at 2140, at which point miners will no longer receive tokens for reward. If Michael Saylor returns his Bitcoin to the markets, he would be rejuvenating Bitcoin's global supply. The rumor is he owns 1.1 million Bitcoin tokens. That is Satoshi Nakamoto, who is the one who invented Bitcoin, who started it. He's either a group of individuals or a nameless person anonymously, and those tokens have not moved since 2011. The wallet has been largely untouched. Although in January 2024, one of Satoshi's wallets received 1.2 million worth of Bitcoin from an unidentified source. So that's kind of interesting. Saylor likens Bitcoin to a recipe for civilization. It's as solid as granite, he says. And he says the Bible refers to building a house on a solid foundation instead of sinking sand. So very interesting. Saylor revealed that he owns more than $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. And at the time, Bitcoin was trading at 56,000. So that's a lot more now. Therefore, billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin would be equivalent to approximately 17,857 Bitcoin. But Bitcoin has been reaching new levels, so that would make it more than 1.1 billion. Crazy. Saylor's tech company, MicroStrategy, has amassed the largest Bitcoin reserve owned by a company with 252,220 Bitcoin since his last purchase, September 20th. So yeah, he has over 1% of the entire Bitcoin market, and he has a profit margin, an unrealized profit margin of approximately $6 billion. So yeah, I definitely listen to what Michael Saylor has to say. Um, Although lately he's said something that people are kind of condemning him. He talks about the government. I don't really interpret it quite as negative as most people. What he said is that that institutions have bitcoins and things like that. That is a bit of a protection. I think he sees that the governments are going to eventually try to control self custody. I don't agree with that, the government doing that, but I see that as something that's going to happen as well. And this is something I predicted many years ago. I wrote a book about it recently called Bitcoin Equals Freedom by Shane Ripley. If you want to look that up on Amazon, you can get the ebook or the hard copy. Um, all right, so here is 30 Rates, the Economical Forecast Agency, and their prediction. They have several predictions here if you want to look at it. Bitcoin, they show, is down on the market, but their price predictions are right down here for 2024, 25, and 26. They say by December they expect to see a $77,000 Bitcoin. Sometime in November they expect to see a 70,000, and this month has already been beat. They anticipated a $68,000 Bitcoin. It looks like they expect it to go down after the first of the year and then to start ticking back up again, with the all-time high hitting in for 2025, hitting in December again, being $164,215. So that would be great. And then they show an all-time high in 2026, which I don't know if that's going to happen, but they show $236,645 per Bitcoin at that time. That's a long way out. That's hard to predict, but there's your predictions there. You go to 30rates.com and you can look at their predictions if you want. And that changes all the time. Again, here's our Bitcoin price. I looked at it earlier. This is Coin Checkup. We looked at another one on Coin Codex, I believe. This one is a little bit higher than the last one that we looked at, showing the 7-day at 80,000 and the 1 month at 91 and the 3 month at 96 and the 6 month at 130,000 per Bitcoin. So there you go. There's your price predictions. They're all over the map, but they're definitely all looking quite good. Remember, all this is not investing advice. It's just for us to talk about what we're doing and for you to get information on what is out there to make the best decisions that you can. And that is it. I am out of here. Thank you very much, and tune in for tomorrow's episode. And please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate that. Email me if you want the free guide at mountaincrypto@gmail.com. And remember, we are changing our name to Bitcoin Crypto News .online, or just online for the stream and for the